Remember now, TJ this, you know. Bun politics and a PG this, you know. My brother. My brother from another mother. Yeah, man, I love them Mouta, man. Them Mouta, they were only from day one through the fight, through the struggle. Right, true. And to the victory. Yeah, man. I talk about God is the greatest. Love you, bro.
Go on, Mouta, go on. Ease yourself, just keep it calm, Mouta star. Only pop pressure and I'm gone. One time it hard to carry on. No need no girl for turn to no man for talk to. Feelings hurt on the journey so far.
Welcome Success family, my enlightened keepers of Øwayne Media, alongside our new arrivals to the channel. Vybz Kartel is a free man, yes, it's a celebration. Let's look at how things could have gone in a different direction, because Paula Llewellyn, as the director of public prosecution, was instrumental in securing Vybz Kartel conviction and ensuring Kartel lengthy imprisonment. The DPP influence was evident in the original trial when Paula Llewellyn advised the trial judge to continue the case despite juror attempt at bribery, leaving to attainted jury delivering a guilty verdict. Now, this decision, along with her persistent legal maneuvers that keep Vybz Kartel, Shan, Madsus and Cairo behind bars for years, Paula Llewellyn even made it difficult for Isaac Buchanan when Isaac Buchanan was trying to submit key evidence of phone tampering to the Privy Council, which would have freed Vybz Kartel a long time ago rather than appearing before the Court of Appeal. Now, when Vybz Kartel case reached the Privy Council, irregularities in the original trial were at the center of attention. Paula Llewellyn attended the 2-day hearing, of course, and I want people to remember that Paula Llewellyn was the one who advocate for a retrial if the Privy Council Lord and Lady found these irregularities damaging or damning. Now, the Privy Council eventually agreed sending back the case to Jamaican Court of Appeal to determine if there should be a retrial. This is where things took a turn, because a big change in leadership happened just as Kartel case was being reconsidered. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and make sure to subscribe to get all our latest videos. Now, let me tell you how Mark Golden PMP played a strategic role by challenging DPP Paula Llewellyn extension as the DPP. Now, despite the constitutional amendments that were made which would have allowed her to continue in office, Mark Golden, Philip Powell and Peter Bunting and PNP legal team argued successfully that her stay was unconstitutional. The Supreme Court ruled in their favor, removing DPP Paula Llewellyn from her position at a critical time during Vybz Kartel legal proceedings. After Paula Llewellyn dismissal, Claudette Thompson was appointed as acting DPP. However, Claudette Thompson's performance during the 5-day hearing was ineffective. She did not know what she was doing. Claudette Thompson struggled to present a compelling case to the 3-panel Court of Appeal judges, weakening the prosecution stance. Meanwhile, Vybz Kartel defense team led by Isaac Buchanan and John Clark, big up John Clark, delivered strong arguments exposing Claudette Thompson's contradiction in the case and leaving them embarrassed. I was even embarrassed, and it's not me. The entire Jamaica was laughing at the DPP, at the acting DPP, right? Just remember, at no point in time Jamaica or Gaza Nation fans ever laugh when it came to Vybz Kartel case. We do not do it, and that is because of one woman, the formidable Paula Llewellyn, right? Just believe me when I tell you that if DPP Paula Llewellyn remain on the case, remain in her role as the DPP, she would be able to pull the strings and lead the prosecution team, and I'm telling you, the outcome would have been totally different. I might say Paula Llewellyn is unfair and, you know, do not like the way she go about things or whatever the case is, but at the end of the day, Paula Llewellyn is a brilliant woman. She knows the system. She was the one who built Vybz Kartel case, right? And she has the legal expertise, and that legal expertise would have been formidable and challenge Isaac Buchanan and John Clark. As good as John Clark is and as good as John Clark was during the trial, right, Paula Llewellyn would have bodied John Clark, I'm telling you, because right now, remember I tell you, Paula Llewellyn built Vybz Kartel case against Vybz Kartel. She knew everything. She was the architect of that. She orchestrated everything, right? And that's why when I tell you that Paula Llewellyn removal was the turning point that paved the way for Vybz Kartel release, and now that Vybz Kartel is released, as you know, it was heavily influenced by Mark Golding PNP actions, with Mark Golding PNP intervention being a decisive factor. Now, Vybz Kartel himself acknowledged it by wearing an orange kerchief when Vybz Kartel was walking outside of prison. We all saw it. Kartel even told the people that political power was the factor in his continued imprisonment and it was nothing else. And now you see for yourself, because Vybz Kartel was released, and big up to Mark Golding PNP, you know, the next prime minister. Shan is now a free man just like Vybz Kartel, and it's time we give Siva the recognition he deserves. Shan nickname is Loyalty, and Shan is and has always been one of Vybz Kartel's most loyal and true friends, standing by Vybz Kartel's side through thick and thin, alongside Cairo and Matsus, who were also in prison with Vybz Kartel. Shan went live on his TikTok, where Shan you know, just share his thoughts and give his respect, his massive and immense respect to Judge Marva Bishop, praising the judge for her fairness and impartiality in assessing the case. And I'm telling you, she did a phenomenal job. Alright, so listen to what Shan had to say.
What a road, my dad. A Independence Week, Emancipation Day. But a Gaza emancipation, is it? How you out here, we're free. Free at last. Free at last. You wanna comment free at last, and glory to God, yeah. Comment free at last, glory to God. That is it. That's what I want to say. Are you hear me? Sip on a live, yeah? One big up the judge will deal with the appeal. You see me? One big her up. From me I step through the gate out of GP, me for big her up. You see me? Where Bishop McDonald, yeah man, and the other few judges them to call the three of them, but the lead one, I think now she the president for the appeal court. You see me? That judge they fear. Yeah man, I'm not talking merry-go-round and Ferris wheel, but you still feel happy like you there and fear the way you should fear. So yeah man, big her up. You see me? They are Gaza nation, man, in emancipation. Yeah. See, chill.
And I said Shan's public acknowledgement of Justice Marva Bishop impartiality shows you that they do appreciate the fairness, you know, within the trial. And as I also said, DPP Paula Llewellyn was a turning point in Vybz Kartel legal battle, which lead to Vybz Kartel and Shan release. And all of that was, you know, DPP Paula Llewellyn was the formidable obstacle in Vybz Kartel way, and Mark Golding PNP getting rid of her just reshaped the entire legal landscape and everything, right? So, you know, the change in that is why leadership is extremely important. And now you see, because you might be the leader, but that does not mean you will get the same result as someone else, because that is their own individuality. You know what I mean? That is their own expertise. That is their own knowledge and own thinking. And that shows you how important leadership is. A lot of people might want to feel like they can be level with people, but it does not always work that way. And you will see it. They have the same position, but at the same time, they get different result. DPP Claudette Thompson could not secure a retrial based on her arguments and all of these other things, while DPP Paula Llewellyn could have secured a retrial based on her expertise and her longevity and everything within the legal system. And you know, so good thing them get rid of her. Big up Mark Golding. Alright, so that was the video for today. Thanks for the likes, thanks for the subscribe, thanks for the views, thanks for the comments. As always, I'm out.